y'all? Welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new. This is Natural Black Vegan. My name is Angelica, and today I'm giving y'all a rundown of all the books I read in 2024. So this year I got back into reading. I have not really been like a book girly in such a long time, and I credit TikTok for getting me back into reading because on Book Talk, y'all have the best recommendations. Like I strive to be a Book Talk girly, but most of these recommendations came from TikTok. So I'm going to go through and lead y'all through every book that I read this year. I think I read 8 of them, and then I'm currently reading 1, so there'll be 9 books featured in this video. And there's a little bit of everything, but it's mostly fiction, mostly romance, but there's a little bit of other stuff. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure you keep on watching. The first book that I read this year is called Love is Boundless. And it says, Love is Boundless, a conscious love awakening through reflective, gained wisdom and poetry. This book was written by a dear friend of mine named Sabrina Perez, and it is a poetry book. So it's full of like very vulnerable love poems, some in English, some in Spanish. But as you can see, I have a lot of post-it notes to mark off a lot of my favorite poems that I read from her. So they're just like so beautiful, so heartfelt. Just and then knowing her, it makes it even more beautiful. It's just her journey through self-love, love in relationships, romantic love, family love, just all different types of love. So the poetry is amazing. I suggest you check her out. Here she is. And of course I was very proud of her to have published her first book and released it, and so I had to get it. But this is how I started my year, with Love is Boundless. Well, I want to rate all of the books on a scale of 1 to 5, and of course I give this one 5. It was poetry, it was beautiful, so heartfelt, so of course 5 out of 5. The next book that I read was The Women of the Bible Speak by Shannon Bream, and it says the wisdom of 16 women and their lessons for today. So this book also, there's another book in the same series called Love Stories of the Bible Speak. I read that one in 2023, and so I started my year with The Women of the Bible Speak. It was very informative, and it was great to supplement like my normal Bible study. So I literally had my Bible open as I read through, but it goes through different women in the Bible and their stories and how it can relate to us today. So it starts with Sarah and Hagar, then Rachel and Leah, Tamar and Ruth, Deborah and Jael, Hannah and Miriam, Esther and Rahab, Mary and Martha, Mary the mother of Jesus, and Mary Magdalene. So those are all the different women, and then it goes through Jesus' relationship with women in the Bible and how we see him speak with and interact with women. So very informative. I love how it went with my Bible study, and it was very interesting to read about the different women, and you could think like, oh, I went through this. Like even women you would think, okay, I'm not like her. There are parts of your life that really are in every single woman throughout the Bible. So I highly recommend this if you like faith-based books or Christian books. I give this one a 5 out of 5 as well. Amazing, informative, still entertaining, and like very relevant to today. Now this next book is where you start to see the shift in my reading. I started reading this book in June. I got it for my birthday, and I saw it on TikTok. People were talking about like Black romance books, and I was like, okay, I haven't read fiction since like high school, but I think I can get back into it. And this one just set off my whole reading journey and my whole love of reading for this year. And it is The Partner Plot by Kristina Forrest. I want to kind of give you what it's about, but 2 former high school sweethearts get a second chance in this marriage of convenience romance by Kristina Forrest. So pretty much Violet is a fashion designer, Xavier is a basketball coach. He used to play basketball. They were high school sweethearts. They decide to pretend like they're married to kind of just help jumpstart his career and, you know, help her look better in the fashion industry. And they kind of pretend that they're married, and it leads them back to like their high school love that they once had for each other. Very cute. I read it in like maybe 3 or 4 days because it was so entertaining and so good. And then I found out that Kristina Forrest has a whole series about Violet Green and her sisters, so you know I'll be getting into that as well. But this book is really the one that jump started all of this reading for this year for me. So of course I have to give it a 5 out of 5. It was amazing, well written. If you're into spicy romance, it's a little bit spicy, but mostly just very lovey-dovey, very cute. It's nice to see characters that look like us represented in our books, and so Kristina Forrest does a great job of doing that. The next book that I read this year is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and I wanted to read this book to kind of close out my summer, and it was amazing. I saw it on TikTok. All the girlies were talking about it, and I was like, I just have to get it. But This book was basically about Emma and Justin. I almost forgot his name. Emma and Justin. They both seem to have this sort of curse, like the people that they date, and they end up breaking up, and those people fall in love with the love of their lives. So they were like, let's try to break the curse by we go on a few dates, we break up, then we'll find the love of our life. But of course, they end up falling in love with each other. But they have lots of things going on with their families, and it's very twisted, very fun, very fate-filled. So I love it. I just think it's like super, super cute. The little thing on the back says 4 dates, a kiss, ... and a breakup. That's all it will take to find their soulmate. So this book was so good. Like, I don't care about the people who say they don't like it. They're haters. Very cute, very romantic, very emotional. I just loved it. It was so amazing. Like, highly recommend this one. Of course, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I loved it. It took a while to read just because it is like a thicker book, but very well written. I liked the ending. All of it was amazing. 5 out of 5. This next book led me down this amazing journey. And of course, I saw it on TikTok as well. Not what I thought would be my style, but it is called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's The Season to Fall in Love by Laurie Gilmore. If you are on TikTok or you're on any book type of social media, you've seen The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. First of all, I could not resist this like cute little cover with the little gold leaves, the cute little kitten at the bottom, but on the back it says a small town spicy romance, and it's pretty much this girl named Jeannie. Her aunt gives her this cute little cafe in a small town, and she ends up meeting a like handsome grumpy farmer in town. This is kind of her story of finding herself, finding love, finding her passion in this cafe, and just starting a new life for herself in this new small town. Very cute. Of course, I give this a 5 out of 5 as well. The books I read are amazing, y'all. Like, y'all recommend them on TikTok and social media, and they're well worth the hype. This one, 5 out of 5. It started me on this journey in this small town of Dream Harbor, because then I found out that Laurie Gilmore had several other books in this series. So, you know, I had to get them. But the Pumpkin Spice Cafe kind of started me in this Dream Harbor series. So, of course, I had to mention it, and I had to give it 5 out of 5. This one is easy to get into. All the books by Laurie Gilmore are like pretty spicy romances, so if you're not into spicy romances, I would say skip it, but they're also very cute, and I love the stories. So obviously after the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, my next read was The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore. Out of all of the Dream Harbor books that I have read, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is my favorite, and it's about this girl named Hazel, again in the town of Dream Harbor. She she works at the town's bookstore, and she starts getting these like secret messages in some of her books. She decides that she wants to live a more adventurous life before she turns 30 years old, and with the help of the handsome fisherman Noah, they go on these journeys from the adventure she finds in the books, so she can discover herself before she turns 30. Great book. Loved it. As a 31-year-old, totally understand you, Hazel. But again, another Dream Harbor classic. After I saw Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I had to get it, and it was well worth it. Like, if I could give a book 6 out of 5, I would. This one is so amazing. But I mean, I would give it, I guess, a 5 out of 5, because it's just as amazing as Just for the Summer. It's just as amazing as The Partner Plot. Like, all of these books are amazing. So, Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, again, 5 out of 5. It's just a great read. I love the way that Laurie Gilmore writes. It's funny, it's entertaining, it always has these like secret little plot twists, and it's just, again, very cute and very romantic. So I took a break from Dream Harbor to read another book that I saw, again, recommended on TikTok. I started looking for Christmas season books, and I found The December Market by Rayanne Thane. This is what it looks like. The cover, again, is cute. I went to Barnes & Noble and just looked at their winter romance section, and I was like, I'm getting this. So I got this, and it's about a woman named Amanda Taylor. She's been through a lot of loss and grief in her life, but she runs her town's December market, and of course she meets a handsome fisherman, or sorry, he's not a fisherman. The last guy in the book was a fisherman, a handsome fireman named Rafi, and he's a single dad, also been through a lot in his life, a lot of grief, and they kind of find each other and like bring each other peace in the Christmas season. This one is not spicy at all. It's a very cute, loving romance. Out of all the books that I read this year, this one took me the shortest amount of time, I think 2 days to finish it up, and I don't have a lot of time to read, so I read The December Market pretty quickly. Loved it. Again, one of my top reads. Have to give it a 5 out of 5. It's so cute, so romantic, so emotional, And yeah, just the December market. It was a perfect little holiday, Christmas, romantic, cuddle season read. Very cute. The last book that I read this year, had to take it back to Dream Harbor, and it is The Christmas Tree Farm, The Magic Starts Here by Laurie Gilmore. So these three go together. If I can get them. Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I read this one, you know, in September. Started off. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, October. Christmas Tree Farm, December. So this one is about a girl named Kira North. She moves to this cute little quaint town of Dream Harbor. She buys the old Christmas tree farm. She wants to turn it into like a homestead, but she was way in over her head. And she meets Bennett. He is in Dream Harbor for just a little bit, visiting his sister Jeannie, the one who owns Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And these two get into some kind of twisted love-hate romance. It is very cute. Loved it. Again, it's Laurie Gilmore, so very spicy. If you're not into the spicy romance, this one actually says a small town spicy festive romance. So very cute. Of course, I loved it. After I read this one, I was like, great, 3 out of 3. Like, I'm done with Laurie Gilmore. I'm done with the Dream Harbor. Then I go online and I see she has like the strawberry pancake house or something, and then she's coming out with a gingerbread bakery. So there's like 2 more in this Dream Harbor series, and you know, I already have them like pre-ordered, and I'm going to get them because I can't just leave like my dreamers now. Like, the people of the town are called the dreamers, so I can't leave the dreamers now. But these books are cute, they're lovey, they're adorable, like just as cute as the covers are. That's as good as the books are. So again, 5 out of 5. My last book that I am ending my year with is The Neighbor Favor by Kristina Forrest. So if you remember, Kristina Forrest also wrote The Partner Plot. So this one is about Violet. This one is about her sister Lily, and then she does have another sister. I think that one is available for pre-order, so I'm gonna order that one as well. But The Neighbor Favor, I'm on the back. I'm just gonna read the little top summary, and it says, a shy bookworm enlists her charming neighbor to help her score a date, not knowing he's the obscure author she's been corresponding with in this sparkling and heart-fluttering romance by Kristina Forrest. So very cute. I've barely started it. I've just gotten introduced to both of the characters. So Lily and I don't even remember his name. Oh, Nick. Lily and Nick. So I really just started. Like, I'm maybe 10 pages in. And one of my students told me, like, you should read 50 pages of a book to give it a true impression and decide if you really like it or not. I don't know why I can't talk. To decide if you really like it or not. But it's by Kristina Forrest. I love her writing style. I love that, again, the characters look like us. So it's easy to get into already. Now, of course, it will be, I don't know if I finish it by this year. If not, it'll be in my 2025 books, but I'm sure it will be amazing. You guys on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and all of that have amazing book recommendations, which is where all of these came from. But I was just happy this year to fall back in love with reading, fall back in love with fiction, and it was truly, truly, truly an amazing journey. That's gonna wrap up this video of all the books that I read in 2024, especially Book Talk edition, because all of these books, really the recommendations came from the Book Talk girlies over on TikTok. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, please, please leave me any book recommendations below. I already have a bunch more that I ordered just sitting on my bookshelf ready for 2025. So like, we're definitely gonna keep up the reading vibe, especially a lot more Black romances I have on my bookshelf right now. So if you have any of those to recommend, leave them in the description box below, and I will definitely check out y'all's recommendations. If not, then I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Like and subscribe.